Alright, so if you came to this video to learn about bombing, then you came to the right place. Because I am going to show you guys how to bomb, what locations you can go to practice, and at the same time, what aircrafts are the best for bombing in which scenario. Alright, so this is one of the locations right here, this lifeguard post. You can see it's in Vespucci Beach. It's right in the middle. And you can use this area for low altitude bombing, and it's pretty easy because you can use this lifeguard post like a Night Shark or an MOC cat. You can compare it to that because it's basically the same size. And it's pretty good for low altitude bombing because you can see your target basically. Now this one right here is way better for high altitude bombing. First of all, because there's an icon on the map on this location. And second, it's because you can basically use this area like if it was like a target, for example, like a dartboard. There's the bullseye right in the middle, and at the same time, you can use like the outer parts as basically, like the outer part of a dartboard to see if you were close or not. Now, what you want to do here is basically drop your bombs and then basically just come down at really max speed and just fly around the area to see if the bombs hit where you actually wanted them to hit. And another location I want to show you guys is basically the top of the Mace Bank helipad in the middle of the city. Now you can use that basically for the same thing, but I prefer using that for like helicopter bombing. So that's another good location. I mean, you can use it for planes, but I'd rather use that for helicopter bombing. I just thought I would include that here because I forgot to mention it in the last video, but yeah, there you go. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys a chart. Basically, this chart represents like where the bombs are going to land and at what altitude. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, so what you guys are seeing here is basically my results of my bombing test. And I got pretty similar results. I tested the Rogue, I tested the Starling, and the Sea Breeze, and these were my results. Now the pink X means I stalled, and that's where the bombs landed. The green X means that I went at max speed, and that's where the bombs landed, and that's dropping them in the same spot where my arrow is, the icon where I'm standing at. So what you want to do at low altitudes is basically just go at max speed because it makes you unpredictable. You want to bomb with the Starling or you want to bomb with the Sea Breeze. I recommend the Sea Breeze because it's fast paced and honestly it makes you very unpredictable. Now when it comes to bombing at high altitudes, I recommend bombing with the Starling only. And basically if you stall, these are where the bombs are going to drop, the axis. If you go at max speed with the Starling or any plane, the bombs are basically going to go into the ocean. Now how do you know if the bombs actually hit the ground? Well, you're going to hear this sound. Alright, so now I'm going to tell you guys what planes are the best for bombing and they're the best way to use those planes and in what scenario. Alright, so when it comes to the Sea Breeze, this is basically a fast-paced, low-altitude bomber. You do not want a high-altitude bomb with this aircraft because you're basically going to miss. It's extremely fast and it does not have the best brakes, so yeah, you do not want to do high-altitude bombing with this aircraft. You're basically going to miss most of the time unless you're an absolute god. But yeah, I recommend this aircraft if you really want to just low altitude bomb and do fast-paced bombing while at the same time being unpredictable, so that's really good. Now, when it comes to the Starling is probably the best bomber for everything. Now, when it comes to high altitude bombing, it is extremely simple because what you want to do is stall, and when the plane is basically slowly going down, that's where you want to drop the bombs, when it's slowly going down. Because basically where the bombs are going to drop is basically right in front of you, and most of the time they're just going to land there. And basically it's going to guarantee you a kill if you're standing on top of someone. Now when it comes to low altitude bombing, it's even easier with Starling because you're very unpredictable due to how small that thing is. So basically what you can do is either go really fast by boosting and just drop a bomb on their head, or you could just go really slow and pull up and down to make sure you're unpredictable. You don't know where you're going to drop the bomb. And basically just drop it on their head, but they don't know when. So you could go either really fast or really slow with the Starling, which, like I said, makes it unpredictable. And it makes it one of the best bombers in the game because they don't know when you're going to drop the bomb and they don't know if they could hit you or not. But when it comes to the Rogue, honestly, the Rogue is just kind of there. You can go either really fast with the Sea Breeze or you could go either really fast and really slow with the Starling. The Rogue, it's just there. There's no like middle ground. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could go. I mean, I don't know. When it comes to the rogue is just inconsistent. That's the thing. Like, I'd rather bond with a Bambushka than the rogue, honestly, not gonna lie. Like, the rogue is just feels weird with its handling, and it's just not for me. So, while the rogue can bomb, it's just not the best. I'd rather just use like actual bombers that were designed for bombing than the rogue. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the small planes. Now when it comes to the big planes, the Bambushka, the Volta, and the Alkanos, like what you want to do is what I'm doing right here. It's basically stall out and drop the bombs when the plane's dropping down. Because what that's going to do is basically drop the bombs in front of you. And like it shows you in the chart, it's just going to land in front of you. And it's pretty easy to get a kill, like not gonna lie. And also don't expand the minimap. This goes for all planes. Just use like the normal minimap and just look closer to your TV or monitor and focus on that, because you can easily get a kill just by looking at that. And just for when the plane is dropping down, just drop the bombs and you're gonna get basically a guaranteed kill. It's pretty simple. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helps, and I'm gonna leave you guys with some clips so you guys can see me bombing in action. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.